Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13, and today I thought I would share with you all my YouTube journey from 2012 to now to beyond, because as of this very recording, I sit right over 400 subscribers on YouTube, and this journey has been a long journey, so sit back, relax, hopefully you'll enjoy hearing this story and getting to know me better, because I'm going to get a little bit personal here. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I do videos each and every single week. Try to get them out on Mondays and Fridays, but it doesn't always happen. And I do a lot of live streams at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So when you think of a YouTuber or anybody that does anything, whether it's YouTube, sports, music, this, that, and other thing, when you want to get to know that person better, you have to ask them questions. And you ask them questions like, why did you get into doing this, doing that? Why do you do this that way? You know, how long have you been doing it? What are your goals, and so on and so forth? Well, looking at me as I sit here with just you all, the green screen, that camera, and me talking to you all, because I'm not even going to add music into this. I want to talk about my YouTube journey, because from 2012 all the way to now to beyond, it's been a long journey just to get to 400 subscribers. I've had my ups, I've had my downs, I've had my periods where I didn't do much, and I've had periods where I've done a whole lot. But I wanted to share this with you because I think you all people that view my content might enjoy this story and get to know me a little bit better on a more personal level, as you could say. So I started this YouTube channel in 2012 because in my last year of high school I met a friend by the name, I'm only gonna say his first name, not his last name, but I met a friend named Trey my last year of high school in an art class. He was in a lower grade, I was a senior at the time. He was in 9th grade, I believe, so a freshman, and we connected over wrestling because he liked Triple H and this guy and that guy. You know, he liked wrestling, WWE wrestling, and I liked wrestling. I told him I liked TNA at the time, and I liked WWE. I'd been watching. I loved Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, TNA's Chris Sabin. He didn't watch a lot of TNA except maybe here or there, but we connected on that. And when I graduated, I started hanging out with him and other friends in his neighborhood and other people, you know, and getting to know them. And we started having some of the same virtual friends, basically, you know. Basically, hey, you're friends with him, you're friends with him. And now we're friends, and I got to meet his family and be friends with his mom, his brother, and all that, his grandmother, and all that jazz. And it was really, really cool, you know. And as we became better friends, we started doing backyard wrestling and just silly stuff as kids. You know, as kids going out there into the world, you know, we'd hang out, go to movies, do this, do that, all that stuff, you know. If I wasn't working or I wasn't at home, I was virtually hanging out with him. And we connected on doing video games. You know, we connected on video games, wrestling, and music. You know, when we're hanging out, what we're doing, we're watching wrestling, we're doing wrestling, we're playing video games, we're talking about video games, we're watching YouTube, we're doing all this stuff. And I found out very early on that he had a YouTube channel, and he first called it TC's TV, but then he found out somebody else had that name, and then he just called it Trey's Point of View. You know, and he basically what he'd do, he'd sit up in his garage, his bedroom, his mom's bedroom, anywhere he could get himself in a quiet area. He'd set up his iPod, his camera, whatever he was using at the time to record, and basically talk about wrestling, what he saw, what he thought, you know, and share it with the world from what he saw that week on WWE, Raw, or SmackDown, and basically give his point of view. And I decided and when the summer came around, we created a band with me, him, and another guy. We started to create a band and teach each other how to get better at our instruments. And at the same time, I said I was interested in doing a show like him on my YouTube channel. He said, do it, but instead of just being wrestling like I am, add your music in it. So he helped me do my first episode, and I did music in mind by playing the guitar. I talked about music, I talked about wrestling, and I said it was, hey, here's the rock and roll wrestling show. The one show where you get music and wrestling put together for your entertainment. And basically, I would do that. So I'd play some music, I'd do this, do that. You know, some of the episodes were real edited, some of them weren't. Same thing with his show, and we would help each other, and we'd be with each other's shows, you know, give stuff ideas. And then we start being comical and doing this and doing that. And on my YouTube channel, for a long time, it was just whatever I wanted to upload. If I wanted to do something comical, I wanted to edit something on my cheap laptop that I won from, because where I worked at, they had a little drawing. Cool, great, grand, and that's what I did, and then eventually we had another friend that lived out of state, but kind of did some, was in some Facebook groups with us talking about wrestling, doing some stuff like that, and we started getting on Skype, and we enjoyed our Skype calls, we talked hours on hours, we talked about wrestling, music stuff, life, got connected, and I said, and basically one night, we got in a conversation, we said, hey, we like talking wrestling, we like talking music, we like playing video games, why don't we share that with the world? Basically, have the video games as the backdrop, but share wrestling, music, all that stuff with the world, and then we eventually threw out some ideas, and we came up with the Mayhem Gaming Society, MGS, group that I love being part of, and it's always going to be a part of my YouTube journey and who I was, and that was probably 2014, so I started the channel in 2012, 2014 is probably when we did Mayhem Gang Society, late 2013, early 2014, I believe, I could be wrong, but we did that, me and Trey couldn't really get any videos up, we tried, so we tried to do this, found some bootleg ways to get videos, and Ruger was really the only one that could get, Ruger's the other friend that lived out of state, could get videos up, so we did that, and then our page got deleted, after some GTA videos that Ruger did, so we thought, well, we're going to put that on the back burner, but then I think 6 months, almost a year later, we said, hey, let's do this group again, but let's have more focus, so we did it, so me and Trey, he had a PS3, I had an Xbox 360, Justin had his console, and he had a PC, and Justin would record his stuff how he could, and me and Trey basically set our phone up in front of the screen close as we could, where all you saw was the screen itself, and then us talking in the background, and we did a handful of videos that way, until that fall, when we made a decision to say, hey, we want to jump into the current console race. That means PS4, Xbox One, and I was debating on what system to get, but then Trey's like, you know what, why don't you go from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, and there's a custom Halo 5 Xbox One. That's why I have the Xbox One that I have. And I said, well, you like Star Wars, Trey, so why don't you get the Battlefront PS4? And basically, that's what we did. We basically said, hey, when we're ever together, we can play each other's systems. If I bring it over to his house, use his internet, we share stuff, we basically be able to play each other's systems, record stuff, all that jazz. But then on the channel, it basically came, I was more the Xbox guy, Trey was more the PlayStation guy, Justin was somewhat PlayStation and PC, and we started getting stuff out there. We'd sit there, we would connect our systems to our own personal Twitch pages. We'd go live on Twitch for 30 minutes, an hour, however long we needed to, and then we'd use Twitch highlight feature to highlight, hey, we need this much of the video, and then we'd share it through to the YouTube page, and after the fact, we'd create a thumbnail, info, and all the other jazz that had to be put in the video, and we'd share it out that way. And we started gaining some people, and that went on for a good while until the summer of summer came around. I think it was summer of 2016, and my content, my part wasn't keeping up, and it's because I was working, doing all this other stuff, but still trying to get 110% to MGS, and it was like, my stuff's not giving up. Can y'all help me out? Well, then they said, well, you've got some bad intros. You got this, you got intros where you're like this, and then you come up, and I was like, I'm not the best editor. I'm not this. I'm not that. I need help. We're using Twitch. We don't have powerful enough computers to sit there and have editing programs work. And they said, well, no, you go work on your own channel. You go do that stuff you show us for a month. You can improve on your editing, and you can do this. So I went and did that. And in that time, they just announced, they made a little video that pissed me off at the time, hurt me, that hey, he's left MGS, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I never left, and I kept to tell people, I never left, I never this, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually, a month came by, and I said, can I rejoin? He said no. And then that month, I started gaining views and subscribers and all that jazz, and I almost broke 100 subscribers. And I noticed my videos started getting dislikes, and I was like, they could be the only ones, and I just thought maybe they wouldn't do it, But then I started sending them some videos that I knew that they were giving me dislikes. So I was like, okay, Trey and Ruger phone be that way. And then the next month went by, almost went by and they deleted all my videos off the channel. And I said, what the hell? They said, well, we're still thinking about you rejoining MGS, but right now it's going to be me and Trey, and we'll have some friends join in to fill the holes when we need to. And then they deleted all my videos. I was like, almost 150 videos of mine you're going to delete just because you think I need to fix myself. And I was like, okay. So I got pissed off, started doing more stuff on my channel, and then they made another, and then they did a Q&A. And when they did a Q&A, if anybody asked a question about me, they never said my name. They said former. You know, so it pissed me off. So the fall of 2016, I went hardcore, recording as much as I could on Twitch, putting as much on my YouTube channel as I could with basically Let's Play type content, you know. And because before that, I did my Let's Plays, I did music. Hey, I play this song, that song, talk about this, talk about that, and just random stuff on my channel. But I did all that stuff, and then I did it for like 6 months straight, and then I burnt myself out almost, virtually, you know. So I took a week or 2 weeks off, and I talked to my parents and all this, and my mother said, you know, if you want to do YouTube videos, you want to play music, you like your job, do that stuff as long as you're able to do it. Don't give up on it. So I started doing some stuff on here, relaxing, backing up, you know. I started saving my money up, and I was like, you know, I'm going to save money up, buy myself a good actual laptop so I can actually edit and prove these guys wrong. Because when they hurt me through MGS, they also hurt other friendships that I had with other people. So I lost a bunch of friends in that stuff that I never needed to. So that summer of the last year, basically, I spent over $2,000 for YouTube equipment. Basically, from a green screen to my laptop, to external hard drives, to an Elgato HD60S, to some games on my Xbox One, to an HD Let's Talk webcam, and all that jazz. And then I started, and I didn't know how to use this stuff. I had all this stuff, but I didn't really know how to use it. So I got some stuff that I knew that I could eventually use. You know. And then later down the road, I think later towards the end of that summer, I met a guy by the name Chrislevi13. And I think it was through an RGT85 stream or video. I met him, kind of coming to think he was a new, you know, and me and him connected. Bam. We don't talk as much as we used to, but we connected. Bam, bam. And from then on, I said, I would like to do this. So he showed me Russ Lyman. He said, check out more of this stuff from RT85. Here's Spawn Wave. Here's Dreamcast Guy. Here's Player Essence. Here's this. Bam, 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 bam. A list of people. Bam, bam, bam. And since then, I've met everybody from Nostalgia to Superhero Game Squad, to Europlayer 2, to JLove81, to Mega Dan, to Solid Nate, to Mile Game Club, to this person, to that person, and really, you know, and at the same time, when I started meeting these people, me and my buddy Larry started reconnecting our friendship, because we had met years ago through a little game called Reach on the Xbox 360 through multiplayer, and we became friends outside of the Xbox. And then we were friends, you know. We supported each other. He always supported me in my music, and I always supported him in his life, you know. But we started reconnecting, you know. And he said, hey, if you ever do multiplayer games, I'll jump on there and play with you, give you some commentary, help you out with stuff. We can talk wrestling because we're big wrestling fans. And through that, you know, I started to enjoy YouTube a lot better, and I started to crush down on, hey, I don't have to do all the edits like everybody else. I do what fits me, what fits my niche. So I was like, you know what? I love wrestling. I love music. It's always going to be a part of this channel. If I'm doing a Let's Play stream and I feel like talking about music or wrestling, I'm going to do it. If I feel like showing that off and making stuff dedicated to it, I will. But 75% to 90% of my content is going to be gaming focused, because that's the easiest thing for people to jump on and enjoy me in video games, and also the easiest things that I have at my tips with my Xbox One, Steam, now having a PS2 emulator as I journey to get a working PS2, and so on and so forth. And me and Larry started connecting, and Larry started helping me with stuff here and there, you know, giving me ideas, and it was really, really awesome, and it made my enthusiasm for YouTube come back. And then I started connecting with my friend Logan again, because we got you know, cut through that Xbox One and playing games like Sea of Thieves together, and then bam, we did that, and then one night we were all having coffee. We like doing the same. It was pretty the same kind of concept that made MGS years earlier. earlier, which MGS is now dead, long gone and dead, because after I'd left MGS, basically what happened, they ran the channel for basically almost 6 months later, 6 months more, and then they just like fizzled out. And I knew that was going to happen, and it hurt me if that happened. But basically, like MGS started, me, Logan, Larry, we all live in different areas, but we knew we could play video games, we could chat, we could sit there and support each other on what we do personally and in our own channels, but also together. So we created Triple L Gaming. Check the link down in the description box below. The first link down there will be to Triple L Gaming, a group channel where we do group streams. And if you ever want to join in, you can join in. And they just started supporting me, and they asked me my story, and the story like this. I told them some stuff that I'm not going to tell y'all more in detail, but basically the same, just a story. And yeah, my last 6 months to a year on YouTube has been the best time that I've ever had on YouTube, because I've met people that yes, a lot of you all would say, I'm just another YouTuber, or I might call you just another YouTuber here once in a blue moon. But everybody that I've met, the names that I said earlier, people like this guy right here, I don't look at them as another YouTubers. I look at them as friends, because when I join their live streams, I comment on any of their videos, I tag them in anything in social media, I tag them as, hey, I'm tagging somebody that is a personal friend of mine, because I'm giving them personal, critical, good feedback, or comments, or sharing, hey, I got this game, you like this, bam, bam, sharing life with them. Because if I take the time to do this, then it's with them, So my YouTube journey from 2012 had a lot of ups and downs, because I'd helped other YouTubers. I focused a lot on just putting silly shit up here and doing the same thing with other places. And it's been a struggle to get to where I am now. But to get to 400 subscribers, let me see, the summer of 2012 to 2013, 2013 to 2014, 2014 to 2015, 2015 to 2016, 2016 to 2017, 2017 to 2018. That is 6 years, almost 7, to get to 400 subscribers. That's something I never thought. My next goal is obviously 500, and then after 500, it's maybe to get to 800 and then 1,000. But I don't ever see myself getting there, I don't, But I'm gonna try, and if I make it, cool, great, grand. But if I don't, still cool, great, grand. Because every single one of you 400 subscribers, everybody that's 400, 401, 2, I don't know how many I have right now, but every single one of you all are important, because you took the time to say, hey, I'm going to hit that button that says subscribe. I'm going to watch at least a couple seconds of his video. I'm going to support this person. I'm going to tag him in post. I'm going to like him. I'm going to become his friend. Thank each and every single one of you. Thank you, Logan of Big Evil Gaming. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, y'all too, for joining me in creating Triple L Gaming. And it's called Triple L Gaming because I'm Levi, Logan of Big Evil Gaming is Logan, and Larry's Larry. So however you want to put our names, Larry, Logan, however that's Triple L Gaming. Thank you, your player too, and Rack's Great for all the advice, all the tips, and all that to make my stuff better. Thank you to everybody that I've ever purchased merchandise from, or anybody that's ever supported me, or ever donated to this channel, or ever said, hey, I like what that guy did. Every one of you all. I know I can't name every name out. I know I'm gonna miss people, but if you've ever watched any of my stuff, if you ever see this and hey, this person watched my stuff, he needs to see this video, tell him. But my YouTube journey has been a wild journey, and I just wanted to share it with you all, because everybody's experience in this world is different. Everybody thinks. But when I look at life, I work my job, my 40-hour job. I spend time with my family. I go out and do some stuff out in the community and in Tennessee. I play music, and then when I'm not doing that, what I'm doing is sitting right here playing video games, streaming video games, creating videos for you all, enjoying this stuff. Because what do? When I play these video games, I do more streams now than ever, because when I jump on my Xbox and I play a video game, rather than me sit here and play it for 2-3 hours by myself, I would like y'all to join in the experience. So that's what I do. Now, I don't do that for every video game, but for a bunch of them, I do it, And that's why I do more live streams. And as far as my videos, I'm working on getting them better and getting ideas and doing that, But yeah, I love this, and I loved sharing this with you all. So this may have been me talking fast, random, a video that I really don't know what to give the name of it, other than maybe my YouTube journey. But I just wanted to share this with you all. This is a piece of me. And if you see this video and you comment on this video, thank you. If you like this video, thank you. If you watch this video and maybe you don't say anything, still thank you. If you've ever watched any of my videos and maybe you don't see this video, but you know, hey, I'm A, and I knew B, C, and D liked his content, and they didn't, I need to tell them, bam, But thank everybody. Thank the man above. Thank my parents. Thank my job. Thank everything, because thank me for being healthy, because to be able to do this. Thank me, because there's people out there probably want to do this but aren't able to do this. So I'm fortunate enough to have what I have right here in my bedroom to be able to do this. So with that being said, I'm Chrislevi13. I'll see you all later. Stay awesome. Oh, and something else I had to say. I got some special stuff coming in September around my birthday, which is September 20th. Some very special stuff for you all. With that being said, I'll see y'all later. Stay awesome.